Welcome to another Sandia Mountain Natural History Center quick trip. Today we're in a pretty unusual place. We're at the Black River Recreation Area outside of Carlsbad, New Mexico. And this is a desert oasis. A lot of times in popular culture we think of a desert, first of all, as those sand dunes, and an oasis with some palm trees in the middle of it. But this is what an actual oasis looks like. And it's extremely important to the Chihuahuan Desert ecosystem. Obviously it provides water for animals, but it also creates diversity, which helps the whole ecosystem interlock and sustain itself. Let's go take a little bit of a closer look. We're in a little bit of a dry period here in March, but looking on these trees, the amount of debris and all, you can see how high and how flooded this area gets sometimes with the spring runoff. After many years of overuse and overgrazing, this area was severely damaged and not very diverse. But the Bureau of Land Management has come in, has begun using prescribed fire to try and return this area back to its natural state. So all these grasses and all that you see just a few short years ago were not here. This was an overgrazed area with a lot of cholla cactus and all, which usually takes over overgrazed areas, but now it's returned back to grassland. So I found this little gypsum cave here. I'm not going to go into it because I don't have the right equipment right now. You should always go into a cave with 3 sources of light. I don't have a helmet. I haven't told anybody that I would be going in there, and I don't have 2 other people to go in with me. Those are the caving rules of 3, so I'm not going to go in there. I'm also not going to go in because this is a gypsum, appears to be a gypsum cave, and gypsum is very crumbly and weak. So I'm not sure how sound this cave is, but it does seem to go back pretty far. I'll pull you up for a little bit of a closer look. Right near the entrance to the cave here is a whole bunch of pack rat scat. So this cave is definitely used by somebody. It's another good reason to probably not go in. And there's some more pack rat evidence. I can also feel some cool air blowing out. So when you feel that cool air blowing out, that usually tells you it's a pretty deep cave. So I don't know, we'll have to leave this one for exploration another day. You can see the deer have been here. Here's a deer track. This particular pond here at Black River is along the Black River, but it is spring fed. So in the spring, this will flood and flow a lot heavier as part of the river, but this time of year it's mostly spring fed. The plants along the bank here are bulrush. For centuries, this bulrush has been used to weave floor mats and make baskets and things like that. The pollen and the seeds can be ground up and made into a flour and used for like bread and pancakes and things like that. As a matter of fact, archaeologists have even found Folsom points along here, which is an indicator that people have been here for over 10,000 years. I haven't been able to catch any on film, but I've heard a whole bunch of birds, and I hope maybe you can hear them in the background. This is a critical place for birds migrating to stop. It's also a very important place for the bats of Carlsbad Caverns to come, not just for water, but for the insects that are here. I saw a hawk a little earlier, so this little oasis in the middle of the desert is going to be a mecca for all kinds of animals. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.